Review Mieruko-chan, When Horror and Humor Combine with Together Part 1. Mieruko-chan is a manga talking about Miko, a girl with the ability to see things that normal people can't see. But Miko doesn't want that. She has to find a way to ignore those horrible ghosts or else she will die. This is a series that combines horror and comedy genres. But how can it be funny when it's horror? Content. One fine day, somehow, Mieruko-chan, a very normal schoolgirl, suddenly could see unusual things. Having seen a ghost for the first time in her life, Miko was still calm. Her heart was trembling like a civet. But on her face, she insisted on pretending not to look, not to know, not to care. But even if she pretended, Miko still felt panic because she didn't need this God-given ability. She constantly sees extremely friendly and beautiful scenes. Just a big ghost is eating a smaller ghost and nothing more. As a result, when Miko is almost to fall, she meets others people who are similar to her. But no one can beat Miko in terms of sight level. In the midst of times when herself and her friends are in danger, Miko has to make her decision. She accepts to let the ghost know she can see it in order to save her friend. After many near-death experiences, Miko's path of living with invisible forces gradually becomes more terrifying and tests her courage. Evacuating. Mieruko-chan has both horror and humor? How is it possible? Horror. Because the main theme of this series is horror, I will evaluate this element first. Overall, the story did very well. Ghosts, demons or something else are drawn with so many different shapes, almost no ghosts are alike. All those horrible things have only one thing in common, which is that they look horrible. Just by looking at it, you know it's best not to talk to it if you don't want to be reborn. That's why Miko always ignores them and considers herself as the most normal person. No one can be more normal than her. Then, the intimidation factors are also successful. They sometimes fly in from the door, sometimes loom from behind, sometimes pretend to be alive and suddenly a head appears from the center of the chest. If you are a little weak of heart and read at night, I think there will be many times when you will be startled. Besides scares, the tense scenes when Miko is forced to face them, accepts to let them know that she sees them are also great. After all, Miko is still just an ordinary girl. She doesn't want to be able to see these things, so when Miko confronts directly, it shows how close Miko's friendship is and how brave she is. Of all the fights between Miko and those ghosts, there hasn't been a fight where I didn't get caught up in the plot. That is enough to show that the level of the Mieruko-chan story is very high and the fanbase is also extremely powerful.